What's good, everybody? This is Sean Wade, Church Music and Tech, and I needed to come to you guys a little differently. So last night, after when I was winding down from my day, Sundays are hard. I'll explain it in the video, but I just had some thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm kind of in the space to where if something comes, I have to capture, which is kind of what I'm talking about in the video. But the reason why I'm telling you that is because, one, my shirt is wrinkled, and I know y'all gonna be like, what is this dude doing with this wrinkled shirt? And the second thing is I have a frown, like a scowl on my face through the whole video. I hope that doesn't distract you from the message in the video. The reason being is because I had a headache. But at that moment, there was information that I felt like that I needed to share with you guys. So I just grabbed my camera and I started talking. So I wanted you guys to hear, what I had been meditating on and the information that I got. Hopefully it helps you. Remember, if it does, and if you're not following the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so that you can join us on our journey. Hit the notification bell if you want to know when we come out with new videos. Also, shoot us some information in the comments. Let us know if it's good information. Let us know what you guys want to hear. Also, episode 2 is on its way. I'm actually working on editing it right now. We're talking about MIDI. Good episode. I'm running through a lot of information on that episode. So yeah, I'm talking too much right now. I want y'all to get this information. So here we go. Holla back. What's up, everybody? So it's super late here. I'm tired. I have a headache. I've had a headache probably all day. It's a Sunday night. I usually don't do anything on Sunday nights. I was in a moment of meditation after doing something that I'm going to share with you guys here in a second. I just wanted to, I guess, give you some advice. This is advice to creatives. Sometimes we get in seasons to where we have, I guess, a writer's block or creative block. Other times we have situations to where maybe we're musicians and we'll have an idea, so we'll play it a little bit. But then it won't turn into a song, so we'll just scrap the whole thing and just, never develop it in anything. But I want to provide, I guess, some advice to you guys to help you along your way. Steps that I try to follow to make sure that my creativity is captured and capitalized upon. But I was sitting here and I was going over some music, trying to figure if I was going to shed, if I was going to, work on brushing up some production. I have a lot of things on my plate right now that I need to tackle. And I started, going through one of my hard drives and pulling up old files. I was listening to a few songs that I'm going to release later this year, and then I started listening to songs that I couldn't identify by the title. And when I heard them, it was crazy because it was almost like hearing something that I'd never heard before. If you're creative and you have moments to where you maybe have experienced a block, it's a piece of advice I want to give you. First of all, you want to capture that idea. I don't care if you're just playing a chord, playing a riff. If it's something in service, I do it all the time. Grab your phone without being distracted and turn on the sound recorder. It's super important for you to do that, because the thing about ideas, and I remember Johnny Costa was talking about this. Johnny Costa, for you guys that don't know, is the piano player that played on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Mr. Rogers did play, but Johnny Costa did the soundtracks, the train noise, everything that you heard that was piano. That was Johnny Costa, amazing musician. And he, in an interview talking about his tapings of that show, said one of the things that he hated was having to do a retake, because what you captured in the first take, you'll never capture that exactly the same way, because ideas don't work that way. They don't come, leave, and then they come with the same intensity or the same creativity. It could be more, it could be less. I don't ever want to take that chance. So again, number one, capture your idea via either sound recorder, even if it's a video recorder. I mean, whatever, you can capture that idea. If you're a creative that writes, and grab your pen and a piece of paper. I keep my iPad on me all the time. Keep that so that I can keep taking notes, even business ideas. I have a plethora of notebooks that I used to physically write in. Now I just do it all on my iPad. But capture that idea. The second thing you want to do is you want to make sure you exhaust that idea. And what I mean by that is allow the idea to completely come out. Like, don't even interject or interrupt that idea. Just let the idea flow. Whatever inspired you to start writing down something, or started writing a song, or even just inspired a process of thought, definitely capitalize on that moment and try to change as little as possible to influence that moment of inspiration, because it was something that happened within the space of time that you were in that inspired that inspiration, that inspired the inspiration. So capture the idea, exhaust the idea. The other part of that is if the idea stops flowing, let it stop and leave it there. Don't try to force an idea. Creativity cannot be forced. It's not, I mean, it's a beast of its own. I was talking to somebody, I think I was talking to my wife, and I was telling her that I get frustrated with the amount of ideas that I have, but it's also one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had, because some of them are incomplete and a lot of them are complete. The majority of them are probably incomplete though. So, which brings me to my next thing. Number 3, you want to revisit those ideas. If it's an idea that you've written down on a piece of paper, make sure that you write it down somewhere where you can access it. Because the way it works, I mean, you may be in a moment that inspires that same train of thought in a different setting, and you want to be able to readily get back to that. So again, you want to capture that idea. You want to exhaust the idea without forcing it. And then you want to revisit that idea, especially with writing songs. And that's what I was doing tonight. I even got into a situation where I was starting to write on a tune. That's all I got for you. I just wanted to holler at y'all and let y'all know my whole train of thought behind this whole thing. It was a pretty cool experience, and I hope I bless somebody. All right, Sean Way, Church Music and Tech. Peace. We out. Yeah, I can't believe my shirt is just wrinkled. It's hilarious.